Hi, let's talk Barcelona, Spain. I have never talked about Barcelona and made a video about Barcelona. I was in Barcelona for 4 months, which was in 2019. That year and that study abroad experience in college has changed my life and has started the inspiration for why I travel today. Literally every weekend I would travel to a new country. I think that's where my whole travel bug was ignited, because I literally love traveling from it.
This is crazy.
Looking back on it, it was only a few years ago. Who allowed young Sam to go to Spain by herself, not knowing anyone? Before going to Spain to help me, I was working three summer jobs to afford this. So I had a few $1,000s in my bank account. I'm really happy that I did that. I never felt like, oh, I need to stop spending. Spain is so awesome. Barcelona is the city to be, especially because it's so youthful. There's just an amazing vibe to it. You got the beach, you got the mountains, you got amazing weather. I was at the main university called the Universitat de Barcelona, and I was very fortunate because I did a lot of research before I actually went to Spain. So with the programs, I knew that I wanted to be in the middle of Barcelona and of course have the most time there. The people in my program, majority of them did another program. They couldn't be as absent as much as I could have. And also my program was the longest I could stay in Spain. Everyone else that was in that other school, they had to leave earlier. It was just awesome that I perked out and got these benefits. I lived with a host family. I had a mom, a younger brother who was 9 years old, a sister who was 12. We lived in a neighborhood called La Sagrera, and I would have to explain to people that it's not La Sagrada Familia, it's actually La Sagrera. My mom used to be vegan and her daughter is vegetarian, so she just made me the most amazing food. I ate seitan for the first time with them, and seitan is off the charts, really delicious. Let's talk about the club scene in Spain. Europe's club scene is amazing. I don't know how else to describe it. I loved dancing to Spanish music. Let's talk about something serious. Let's talk about the fight for independence with Catalunya. Catalunya, which is a region in Spain, which includes Barcelona, they want to be independent. They want to exit the whole Spain and they just want to be their own thing. When the politicians were imprisoned, the city changed. I woke up, I went to school, there was shops destroyed with glass because they threw stuff at shop windows. I was waiting for the crosswalk light to change so that I could walk. And then I looked and the crosswalk light was gone. They literally took it out of the ground. I was taking a Spanish politics course when I was there. My professor talked a lot about what the history was. There's two sides. Either Spaniards are they need to just stop this. This is madness. We're never going to exit Spain. But then there's Spaniards who are we are going to exit Spain and I will protest and I will wear the Catalunya flag. Spaniards were threatening my university. They were going to bombard and go inside. My university also was shut down and I had to go to class across the street. And I remember walking outside of class and people were literally just sitting on the floor in the main street, blocking traffic basically so that cars couldn't go by. At first it was not as big. There was a few people and they would just sit. But then it turned into this bigger thing and people started camping out and having tents. And they started actually making signs and they had formalized public speeches. Everyone has their own opinion about what's going on with that fight, and I know that it's still happening today. And I just want to educate on what I actually saw because it was in the news when I would work out in the gym and I saw it, but it doesn't make the news of the US or other countries. I made a friend who sat next to me in my Spanish class. She loves playing the harp. She invited me to a show that she was going to play. I went and it was just so beautiful. And I just remember sitting there by myself and just like feeling so emotional because one, it was so beautiful to see my friend playing and seeing a huge orchestra in front of me. On top of that, I'm thinking about my experience in Spain and how it's ending, and I just sat there and was like, wow, I am in Spain right now. I'm having this great experience. I'm watching an orchestra play in front of me, and I just love my life. I was like, this is amazing. Like, this is so great. My favorite place in Spain is
Plaza España. Where are we? Where are we? This is so beautiful.
I love this place so much because I remember the first time I laid eyes on it, I was on a tour bus and I was like, that is beautiful. I need to know what that building is. And I remember walking in the middle of the street with another person in my program, and we just stared at it, and I was just like so amazed. And I'm having goosebumps again talking about it because it's such a beautiful place. After my Italy trip, we went there and we saw fireworks. The last day in Spain, before I had to fly out the next morning, I just sat and stared at the view, and I was journaling and I was listening to music. My heart was torn because I loved Barcelona so much, but I knew that like my next journey was Israel, and where I was going was Jerusalem, and there's so much history of like my faith there, and I knew that is what God was leading me into. And so like it's okay that I have to leave Spain. As I'm talking, I just keep staring at that portrait that's on my wall because there's just no other place like Spain for me. I mean, Barcelona is freaking beautiful, and it really has my heart. I would love to go back. I thought about here in Korea going and using my vacation days, but there's a saying that I should wait and go for a longer amount of time rather than a shorter amount of time and miss it even more. Thank you so much for watching my video. Now you understand a little bit more as to like where my traveling spark actually started. So if you like this video, being corny as I am, please like and subscribe to this. I love posting these types of videos, and if you want to see more of this kind of content, please subscribe because I would love for you to follow me along on this journey. Have a great day and catch you next time.
And now we're here and it's so beautiful. Water, and then it was like amazing. And now we're at this building that I saw a couple days ago that I thought was the most beautiful building ever.